makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine?
Hello there, viewers. My name is Canceltron, the Shadow Band God, and I'm totally not Atreus in disguise. Remember to like the video and subscribe, for if you don't, you are probably a racist, sexist, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, ableist, ageist bigot, and you probably masturbate with maggot guts. All right now.
Hey, yes sir.
Another one.
We back.
Another one. Another
Shout
one.
out to Hans and Honey, baby. If you a real ninja, you know it. Hit the like button. If you want to be a real ninja, hit the subscribe button. Take this damn mask off. Yes sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Niggas and Nerd News segment of the channel. All right. I understand everybody can't use the N-word, but that's why we have the word ninja available to you. Even though I know y'all be using it on the low, but that's okay. It's a secret between you and I. Guys, I'm on Rumble now. So go and follow me on Rumble. Follow me on Twitter at Atreus_Max. That's ATRAES_Max. I think we've hit another one of those snags where YouTube is kind of like, you know, holding us back. We'll put it like that. Or you guys probably just think my channel is trash and my content is trash. And if that's the case, let me know down into the comments what you think, what improvements can be made. Or if you just think YouTube is, censoring us in a way. But be careful with your comments, though. Any valid criticism of my channel whatsoever will be met with the race card. Aggressively, all right? I got it right here sitting next to my EBT card. Trust me. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the news. So Babylon, a movie spearheaded by international star Margot Robbie. First of all, before I say anything, Margot Robbie is one fine-ass white girl. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But be that as it may, her movies are flopping. Hard, nigga. Babylon bombs in its box office debut and will likely fall short of the $250 million break-even goal. Now, how much did this movie make? In a post-weekend box office report, Deadline breaks down the performance of Babylon after its first 4 days in theaters. The film, with a reported budget of $80 million, somewhere around that, only earned a paltry $4.85 million at the box office. Holy, that's worse than Bros. I gotta bring out Ghetto Mickey for that one. How in the world you only make $4 million? You mean to tell me her beautiful face ain't worth at least $10 million in a weekend? I suppose not. I gotta get on the phone with Bob Iger and figure out how the hell we gonna keep her off the movies. Cause she ain't bringing in no money. Anyway, but that brings us to this ad-infested article. Let me refresh. Okay, here we go. So, the Daily Beast decides to write this copium-esque article by this beta male. You gotta give it up for these beta males, man. They'll do whatever they can to protect their saviors and masters. Coleman Spildy? All right then. Margot Robbie is not a flop, even if her movies are. That's like saying that's like saying a number one overall pick isn't a flop, even if he's not performing well with the teams that he's playing with. He's flopping. Okay? Or a bust. I'm sorry, I'm saying flop. Is it such a crime to be beautiful and talented? Let's ask the audience. If we're polling Twitter, the answer would seem to be a resounding yes, based on the response to Babylon's opening weekend box office number. What? So hold on. Let's compartmentalize what he just said. He just basically said the audience must agree that being beautiful and talented is a bad thing just because nobody went and saw a movie with Margot Robbie in it. Amil. What the fuck is going on? Damien Chazelle's second love letter to Hollywood earned just under $5 million over the holiday weekend against a reported $80 million budget before promotion costs. That qualifies as a disastrous start. It also makes Babylon the lowest wide-release domestic box office number for its star, Margot Robbie, in her entire career thus far. Babylon's epic flop can be attributed to quite a few things. For one, its marketing was abysmal. No two people could wager the same guess as to its plot. There are parties, there are drugs. Jean Smart is in it. Somehow the film is also free of any franchise attachment, which is a hard gambit in the post-Marvel age. And despite the bevy of A-list stars attached to it, including Robbie's co-lead Brad Pitt, there's simply no way a stylish enigma could win out when stacked against something like Avatar: Way of the Water or the new Puss in Boots movie that just put a second pool in the Antonio Banderas house. Yet for all of the factors actively opposing Babylon's success, Margot Robbie is the one taking all of the heat on Twitter, which, as we all know, is the opinion of the world at large. Margot Robbie is on the flop run of her life. One user tweeted, another plainly put it that Margot Robbie's movies have lost Hollywood nearly $200 million this year, referring to Babylon's numbers combined with those of Amsterdam, another colossal bomb that Robbie starred in. So basically what he was saying earlier is that based on the responses on Twitter, people seem to be, I don't know if they're blaming Margot Robbie for it so much as saying that she's not helping the films. And so what this guy's writing this article for is he's basically trying to defend her, saying that it's not her fault. She's a star. But the simple fact of the matter is, and I hope that a lot of women understand this, as you become superstars and as you become successful, you have to take the heat. If Tom Cruise goes out there and he has 3 movies in a row that flop, people are going to say the same thing about Tom Cruise. Okay, sure, if we're connecting the dots, it would seem that a pattern might be starting to emerge. Robbie had top billing in 2 films stacked with other household names within just a couple of months of each other, and both films returned dismal numbers. But why is Robbie alone catching all of the strays here? Lest we forget that Babylon also stars the aforementioned Jean Smart. It also features Pitt, Tobey Maguire, and Olivia Wilde. Well, the problem is Margot Robbie is being put at the forefront. It's not advertising nobody else. It's putting Margot Robbie at the center of this movie. Even if she's not the main star, if she's not the because I haven't seen the movie, so if she's not the main character and who they're focusing on, that would be marketing's fault. But if she's the lead actress, what are we talking about here? Based on the sound of Twitter's trumpets, Brad Pitt has come out of Babylon's barn relatively unscathed, despite being active in the industry twice as long as Robbie has. Pitt has also been the subject of glowing pieces in recent months and years, declaring him this century's ultimate film star and praising him for simply turning on Zoom to show up to a virtual table read Prime Pandemic. I put pants on most. Well, we already answered that. Bullet Train, released this past summer, felt like a movie constructed from man, what does this do? Oh, he's gonna bring up the abuse allegations. Oh boy. Okay. So Margot Robbie takes heat for being the lead actress in several movies that flopped this past year. And so instead of just, presenting an argument on why it's not her fault, he instead compares her to Brad Pitt and brings up the allegations he's facing. I'm not even gonna go over it until I see proof, because I'm quite frankly, I'm tired of people in Hollywood. Listen, I'm an Angelina Jolie fan, and I hope that she's telling the truth. But at this point, I'm so over covering abuse allegations and then turning around and figuring out that it's a bunch of bullshit. I'm not even a Brad Pitt guy. Like I can care less about you. Old girl crossed the line when she said Johnny Depp. But Brad Pitt, I mean, you know what I'm saying? If he did what he did, I don't really care. But you can't have Johnny Depp though. Anyway, sorry, Margot Robbie is a flop. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.
Let's go. Hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby.